Hello, everybody. All right. So we've had some trouble with wash machine and dryer. Uh, in in reality, the wash machine is doing really, really good, and it's the same company that I just purchased, which is GE, and I'll go over that here in a second. Uh, the dryer, it seems like every time I turn this thing on, the lights get dim, the electric meter starts spinning, and it seems like I need to borrow some power from the neighbors. So my solution was the GE Profile one and done, all in one type system. I was kind of skeptical at first about it, but then I realized how valuable it could be if it works half as good as what I've been hearing. So what I've been hearing, this thing is the best thing since sliced bread. So only time will tell on that. So I bought it. That's me unboxing it over here. Packaging, really, really good packaging. It was packed up really, really nice. In fact, there's something I want to go over with here in a second, and that is the clamping system that's on the back of it. You want to make sure that's removed, and I'll show you here in a second. So I've been playing around with it for the past few days, and just absolutely incredible. You throw your laundry in it, you put your detergents in the automatic dispensing system that's in it. You push a button, you choose what you're going to do with it, of course, and I'll go over that here in a second. And you just push a button. The app on the phone tells you when it's done, shows you where it's at. It washes it, and then it turns around and dries it, and it's done. Oh my gosh. Now, and the best part is the energy saving. I mean, it is absolutely incredible. That dryer, like I said, every time it comes on, it seems like it dims the lights. All right, now it is old, and that's the reason I started looking for, a newer wash machine dryer. The wash machine's okay, and I'll show you that here in a second. But the dryer was having some issue. So there you go. So without taking up more of your time, I'm going to take you over here and show you this machine, show you the basics of it, and just show you how valuable it is. We'll see you here in a minute. All right. So this is the front of the machine. First thing I want to show you, which is a mistake that I made, and it drove me crazy until I figured out what was going on. All right, so you turn it on. Really simple, right? And then you get your app. You can connect to the app, get your Wi-Fi all set up. But look at right here. You see this? So here I am trying to get to the menu, and I'm like, where's the menu? Well, silly me, didn't realize that there's a sticker on there. So make sure you remove the sticker. All right, so that's that. So like I said, very simple, on and off, right? All right, so you turn the power on, it boots up. Here's all your settings. All right, so I did use the laundry detergent up, actually the fabric softener. So it's already given me an error saying that the tank is empty, which is really cool. You just fill it up and you set how you want it to dispense it. So it's really, really, really awesome. So we're back at the screen. So you're sitting here and you want to pick your whatever you're going to wash. Delicates, towels, whatever. I mean, all your settings are here on the side that you can go through and set. So normal, and then wash. You can either dry it or turn that back on and turn the dryer off, or do both at the same time. So this is a very normal, basic uh, wash for whatever you're going to wash. Now, I'm not a washing expert, a laundry detergent expert. I'm not a laundry person. All right. I just want to throw my clothes in here and get them washed. That's it. So, smart dispense, you can turn that on normal. Um, there's all different settings: auto, more, less, and then off. So all your settings have different functions each time you click on them. So smart dispense, same thing: less, off, auto, and more, depending if you want more. I wanted less just because I wanted to figure out what was going on with this thing. So you can either turn it on or off, your pre-wash settings, your more water, extra rinse, wrinkle care, more dry. I mean, all your settings are in here. It's very basic, but yet very powerful at the same time. So as far as soil, heavy, extra heavy, extra light, and then light. Temperature, hot, extra hot, tap cold. And then, of course, the spin, high, extra high, and medium. So you kind of get the gist here of what's going on. So the menu, use your up and down arrow keys to get through the menu. Detergent, softener, you know, how many loads that you're doing with what's in there. And then all your settings are in here. AI active, which I haven't even ventured into yet. Animations on all this. The brightness of the panel. Delay start. Eco dry. So there's a lot of different features in here. So I'm going to go back up here to the top and we're going to select that and go back. So it's really simple. I'll show you the inside, the bottom part here in a second. So this container right here, hopefully you can see it. Nope, I'm going to bring you in a little bit different area. So those are the basic functions. You know, when you get this, I was trying to set it up on the Wi-Fi without the app. You can do it, but what messed me up more, now that I think about it, was having the sticker on there and I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. It frustrated me a little bit. So I went straight to the app. The app did it perfectly. It connected the Wi-Fi, synced up with the app, and then I could see everything. And then it wanted to download an update. So it downloaded the update, took about 20-30 minutes. So I let it finish, and then it was good to go. It's really simple features on here, but a lot of features. So if you're really into, you know, making sure that your clothes are done a certain way, then this is it. Me, normal, throw it in there, put your laundry detergent in it, and it's done. And then it's one and done, because by the time you come back, it's ready to pull out and throw in a drawer somewhere. So very awesome. So I'm gonna bring you over here and show you these drawers and what they do, and some just some basic information on it. See you in a minute. All right, so on this here, for the SmartDispense detergent, you basically pull it out, and then here's all the places for your laundry detergent. So you can either do liquid or dry. All right, just by flipping that little lid right there. You can put your dosage in, just pour it in like you normally would. But what I like is you just, and it's using Tide too on here, and I'm an absolute fan of Tide. It's the only thing that I use because everything else just seems like it makes me want to itch. And anyhow, that's a whole other story. Tide, I love Tide. So you fill it up with your favorite flavor, whatever you want to put in there, and then you control the amount that it puts in your wash. Now, there are some more details about that. Supposedly, this thing weighs your clothes when you put it in it. Absolutely incredible. So it kind of doses the wash the way it sees fit, or the way that you program it. So very, very cool. Now, what I like about this too is if you need to clean it out, which you know you're going to, you hit this little thing right here. It's got a little tab. All right, so it keeps it from coming out. You push down on this little tab, pull it out, and now it allows you to take it out and clean it, right? Because, you know, this is going to get soapy and it needs to be cleaned up. And then it slides right back in there. Boom, done. All right, so the next one down is the SmartDispense for the fabric softener. Same concept, pull it out, and then, oh, it just went to sleep on us. Anyhow, we'll come back to that. So, same thing. Flip it up, fill it up with your fabric softener, what you like, and then set your settings, and it automatically doses it for you. Or here again, you can put it up here in your individual dosage. But absolutely love that. Put it in there. The machine keeps track of it. Tells your app, hey, you need some more fabric softener, you need some more laundry detergent. Absolutely incredible. All right, so the next thing is the filter. This is important to me because I know the mechanics of the heat pump. Let's call it the heat pump, which is basically an AC unit, all right, with circulating air. That's how it dries this system. I would love to take this apart to see what's in here, but I can't void the warranty, so we'll do that later. All right, so pretty simple. This is just like you would have on an AC unit. In front of it, a little window unit. You would pull the filter out and then clean off the debris. Now you can see that just a few washes in here for testing and just playing around with it. It did its job. And then on the other side is kind of the fine filter, and then all this stuff comes out. And I probably need to see how all this comes apart, and I haven't done that yet. I've just cleaned off some of the lint that's on here. You know, typical dryer that you definitely need to clean the lint. The only thing here is, well, it's not blowing it outside somewhere, and that's one of the biggest problems that dryers have, is that ductwork gets all clogged up, and then you end up having an issue with all that lint. So very simple. You pull it out, push the little tab right here, push it down, and then it pulls right out. It's got a little clip here that just keeps it in there and just allows you to pull it out to this spot here. Very simple and very easy to use. Pull it out, clean it, and put it away. All right, so one of the things I want to show you, this is the lint filter that you pull out that I showed you earlier. All right, so one of the biggest concerns I've seen out there in some of the questions and answers and stuff out there was, all right, so the filter catches everything here, does a really good job, but sometimes you get stuff building up in the bottom. You can see a little bit of stuff in there. Now I put some really dirty stuff in here, so it washed it and dried it. So there's just a little bit down there. So you can see that this is going to build up a little bit, and you would want to take a little vacuum piece and go down there and clean it up. But you don't want to touch the fins, as much as possible, because they are aluminum in most cases. Yep, and it does have a little protection screen on it in front of the aluminum, so that's really cool. So there's something a little heavier in front of this that looks like it protects the fins. But either way, so it allows you enough room to get in here to clean that out if you needed to. And you can kind of look back in there and you can see how the air kind of flows through there and then down into the dryer. It's basically a heat pump. It's an AC unit, right? You have a hot side and a cold side, and that's how it dries the clothes. Absolutely incredible. When I first seen this information on this washer and dryer, it was a no-brainer for me. So it's well worth the investment. Really, really cool. I did a really good job. When I pulled out the clothes, they were just dry. It didn't feel like the scorched earth feeling from a dryer that just pumps a lot of heat in there. This was just a really good, fluffy, dried piece of clothes. So very happy with that. So I just wanted to go over that without getting too long-winded here. Easy access to be able to clean it. It does need to be cleaned every once in a while. I would keep an eye on this because you don't want those fins to get clogged up, because that would mess up your performance. But ultimately, that's what this filter is for, is to catch all that, but you still want to keep an eye on that. Really, really good stuff. Super happy with the results from this so far. So there you go. All right, so for loading and unloading, front loader, all right, pull the door open, the light comes on, and there you go. What a work of art. I mean, it just looks so good in there. It's protected with the microban rubber. I mean, this rubber just feels like a really, really good quality. It just, yeah, it's supposed to be really, really good and keeps, everything in check, as in, bacteria and all that good stuff. Not one, I don't know a whole bunch about the microban. I know microban, but it's within a rubber. So it's a system that they have to protect it. Really, really cool. Now, probably didn't mention it up here. This here has the same thing. I can get my camera to focus. And of course, it's not going to focus. There we go. And it has the same thing up there, microban. Protected with microban. Same thing here, same kind of protection. So very, very cool. It just looks good. Right now it has the new car smell. So it just, I'm super excited about this system here. It works very well. I mean, I put the laundry in it for testing. I'm out here in my little workshop. I've got it temporarily set up here and just giving it a run before I bring it into the house. And I am super impressed with it so far. Now it does have a 10-year limited warranty, and I will go over that here in a second because it's just a few things you need to know about that warranty. Definitely get an extended warranty. I do on almost every piece of equipment that I get because I've had such a hard time with some of the equipment. But like I said, GE, I've got one of their wash machines. I've gone through quite a few wash machines in past 35 years. We had one that lasted 16 years, and that was 30 some years ago. And every machine after that, you're lucky to get 2 or 3 years out of it. So just for the fact that they're going to put a 10-year limited warranty on this tells you a lot right there. Now, of course, this does have the compressor and everything in it, which is a different story. But when you can throw in some laundry, push a button, come back, and it's done, washing and drying, it's a no-brainer for me. It's a winner. All right, so I'm down here at the very bottom of the machine. This is something that a lot of people don't realize on the front loader machines and a lot of different machines. There's a clean out down here. And if you're missing something, sometimes it's down here. So I just want to show you this right here. This is very important because I've worked on a lot of different wash machines, and the stuff that gets tied up in here is pretty incredible. So this is a really, really good feature. So you pop this door down, got a little fingernail thing here that you just pop out. The little door comes off. All right. Then there's another little pop down here, and it comes down. And then you unscrew this. All right. And then that's where you clean out all the stuff that would gather in there. So evidently there's a little chamber in there that just kind of holds all the solid stuff that allows you to clean it out instead of getting stuck up in some of the other parts of this wash machine and dryer. Very cool feature. Everybody kind of forgets about it. They don't realize it's there. So it's very important to clean this out every once in a while. All right, so you can kind of see over in this video here, this is when I unpacked the combo. It's very important to take this bracing off. I've seen some videos out there where people leave the shipping bolts and devices that hold that drum together. It's basically a giant drum in there, and that's what spins. So, and it's on shock absorbers, so it'll bounce around if it was in shipping. So they put this stuff on it to protect it. So it has these little tabs that go in there, and then big bolts. So let me grab those bolts real quick to show you. So what I put them in a bag, because if I ever decide to move this, then I want to be able to put this stuff back in it so I won't hurt it. So there's the giant bolts that go in the back. just a simple crescent wrench or a regular wrench, whatever you want to use to take it out. And then it just comes out. So and then a bunch of screws in here that kind of bolted onto the back, and then that piece that goes in there like that. So it's important to take this out, because if you go to turn that thing on with this stuff attached to it, it's gonna tear something up. And you can see some videos where machines are just jumping around on the ground and just falling apart. And that's the reason, because they put these devices in there to ship it, and if you don't take it out, it's going to be in trouble. So very important. Just make sure you follow the instructions. The instructions go over in detail of how to set everything up, and just make sure it works the way it should work. So good reading material. It'll definitely put you to sleep, but definitely follow it. All right. So hope that helps. I'll see you in a second. All right. So energy that this machine uses in a year is mind-blowing to me. Estimated yearly energy cost, $19 a year. I haven't even done the math on what just the dryer that I've been using uses. I mean, it's just got to be incredibly a lot of energy. I mean, it's just like I said, every time I turn that dryer on, I can literally see the lights dim. Now, maybe it's a wiring problem in my old house, but it shows in the electric bill. The electric bill is just insane. So $19 a year, estimated yearly energy cost, $16, but they say 19, 35 kilowatts per year. I'm not super familiar with this stuff, but I know that the research that I was doing in this machine, people want this machine because if you're off the grid and on a solar system, well, you want to bring that down as much as possible, in a nutshell. So anything that is 110, which this is, it's 110, plugs up in probably a 15 amp or 20 amp. I got 20 amp breakers here at this place. But I think it was in the literature that it said a 15 amp would work, because it's not really pulling a lot of amperage. I guess it all depends what you have on a circuit. But let's say 110 with a 15 amp breaker or a 20 amp breaker. I mean, that is it. So a decent solar system, this thing would work fine. You don't have to worry about that dryer pulling all that energy. All right, so I'm going to ramble on here. So $19 a month. Or I'm sorry, $19 a year. I still think that's just, $19 a month would probably be good for me, because I'm sure, I don't know how much I'm spending per month on running that dryer. So $19 a year, absolutely incredible. That'll pay for itself right there. All right, so I want to go over the warranty. This is pretty important to me. So let me get it up here closer for you. There you go. So 1 year, basically bumper to bumper. So if anything goes wrong with us, they're going to come out free of charge, all labor related to any defective parts. So they're going to come out for that first year. All right, so the rest of the warranty, the 5-year warranty for the sealed heat pump drying system, they're basically going to cover all the parts, but then it's up to you for the labor and the service cost. So it's very important you to know that, and I'll tell you why here in a second. And then a 10-year on the motor, which is the motor probably for the washing machine and all the parts that belong to it. Same thing. They'll cover the parts, and then it's up to you for the labor and related service cost. All right, so almost any kind of machinery I buy like this, I always buy an extended warranty. So definitely look into extending this warranty. It'll save you a bunch of headache down the road, because if the parts are covered, then they're going to cover the parts, and then it's up to you for the labor and all the cost of a technician to come out. So very important to get that extended warranty. I would definitely recommend it. All right, so in a conclusion, or in a nutshell, I am absolutely impressed with this machine. Like I said, I've had a lot of different wash machines in the past. 35 years ago, we had one that was actually given to us, and we run that thing for almost 16 years. I mean, it was just a beast. And now, probably wasn't efficient, but it run up to the last moment. The bearings fell slap out of it, and we got a new one. After that, I bet you that thing, a brand new one, you know, halfway decent, not a super high end one, but a halfway decent wash machine. Within 2 or 3 years, it started having issues. And it was the same thing every year after that. Now, I've got to be honest with you, I did find the GE one that we're using now, which is a very simple GE product, but it's still running really good, very simple, no bells and whistles, and it's a good machine. That's the only reason I looked at this GE system here. Like I said, a no-brainer for me. When you can take and throw your clothes into a wash machine, push a button, in a couple hours it's done, you pull it out, you go put the clothes away, and that's it. There's no moving it around, worrying about it being dried, all this thing. It takes care of all of it for you right there in that machine. So the only complaint that I have is I just wish that it would fold the clothes for me and then hand it to me, and then I could just put it away. But I'm happy with what I got right here. Something that takes and washes my clothes and then dries it for me, and then I can just go throw it in a drawer. And yeah, that's probably what I do. I just throw it in a drawer. I mean, there's no sense in folding it up. I mean, you're just going to use it anyhow. So just throw it in a drawer and be done with it, and you're good to go. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So in a bottom line, in a nutshell, really, really good product. Only time will tell. That's why it's important to get that extended warranty. The system works on a 110 power, perfect for anybody that is trying to save energy and just have a better footprint as an energy and all that good stuff. It's very efficient. The app is absolutely incredible. You can monitor everything that's going on with the unit from the app on your phone. Wow. I mean, I was out here doing some things when I was testing it on some of the loads that I was putting in it. And then next thing you know, oh, my laundry's done. Oh my gosh, that was just incredible. Anywho, trying not to get long-winded here. I would definitely, entertain it if you're looking at, purchasing this thing and then get the extended warranty on it. That's it for now, and we'll see you in the next one.